over here at one end, and we're going to be able to see the full length of this building. So there's a cabin up on the left side. Comes about to where this door is in the middle. There's a little breezeway in the middle there. And there's another cabin on this side. The house was built around the two of them. The chimney on this side is on the inside of the logs, and no outside chimney. The cabin on the other end, the fireplace is built into the cabin itself. Here's pretty typical of some of these old log homes of the 1800s that were built, and then there was a home built around it with regular siding put on. This was two log homes with a breezeway in the middle, and then siding put on, and then two additions on the other end down there that were built at two different times as well. We pulled the siding off here, and we'll get some more looks at this. Well, here's the log house within a regular house that was built many years ago. We've tore the siding off of this and find that there's two cabins, one on each end with a breezeway in the middle, and the breezeway was filled in, and the house was set up with regular siding, more or less. You see the siding laying on the ground there. We pulled that off. And this old log home inside, we're going to salvage this log cabin. Here you can clearly see the separation of the two cabins and the breezeway in the middle. See some of the logs on the back part of the cabin. This is the second cabin. Logs are actually in fairly good condition here. Pretty amazing. We're real pleased with this. We're out at Oak Hill Village. Well, here's the one cabin on the back side of the house. This is one of the cabins. And the back part of the house, we say, was built in two different time frames. It was remodeled at the same time because the roof was put on when that last section of the back was put on. But here's the old log cabin. And inside of the end here is made for a fireplace. I would say when there was a cabin there was a fireplace, and it was taken out and originally, and now there's just a little chimney inside for a stove. Okay, we're actually going to, it says the logs on the end are newer than 1840. Lemuel's going to tell us how he knows.
It's probably built after 1840. Because the ends of the logs, you can tell, were cut with a saw. And the buildings before that were, you look at the ends of them and you can see that they were chopped in two with an axe.
Mm-hmm.
On both ends of these buildings, every cut was cut with a saw.
But that's probably pre-1900, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they built too many cabins after then. They did build a few, though.
Yeah, not many.
Yeah.
Put a lot of light into it.
Better clean enough to mess around it here so we can take the logs off and marking the logs. And we take them down and band them up, and we'll be ready to go in terms of storing it till we can restore it somewhere. Well, here we are bringing some of the logs over from the Sandy Flat cabin. The guys are unloading them here, and looks like this probably is all the rest of the logs that are part of that cabin, would be my guess. This is Henry and Don and Joe working on the system of getting the logs off. Well, I hope next time we see these, they're going up into some kind of useful cabin. Think we can make a cabin out of this thing, Don?
I would say, you know, you take your two and make one. You might make a few logs.
Yeah.
You know, here and there on them. It's not as great as it could be, but it's better than a whole lot of them.
Uh-huh. Okay, good, good. Now here you see the logs ready to go into the barn for storage until we're ready to rebuild the cabin. Been a real pleasure saving this old structure and several others you'll see on our video channel here. Don and Henry and Joe Brooks did a great job of taking the cabin down and marking all the pieces and banding them together and bringing them over here to our barn to save, and we appreciate that. We're looking forward to restoring this and having it functional here in the future.